LA sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Chargers on Thursday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert to throw right away. Flushed out right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's an early scramble by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what a game in his NFL debut last week as he showed why this franchise is so high on him. They got early dividends as he threw 3 touchdown passes, and he looks to build on that success coming into this one.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That's taken at around the 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Tucker. Touchdown! Trey Tucker. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season opening.
They did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Hubbard. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
A give running right, it's Hubbard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. 17-0 our score after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin. 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. He'll look to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
The Chargers ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 3rd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll set up a throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, some strong run.
I really think that the AI makes you throw picks no matter what, because that ball was way too short. That ball was way too short. It should never been that short. There was no reason for that ball. That ball was like two yards short. Look at this. Like,
hold the safety so that you can get back.
I'm doing something's not right. I'm trying to throw the ball, kind of lob it above like the defender and hit the offensive player. But every time I throw that pass, they just throw like a bullet, like straight, and that's how it gets picked. I don't know how to throw like a lob. Like I'm trying to tap the button, you know, to not throw it so fast, and it just doesn't matter. It just when the AI wants an interception, the ball is thrown the easiest way for the defender to intercept it. It's just I could sit there and hold the button down and throw a bullet. He'll lob it so the guy can go grab it on that specific play. It's just weird. This game feels weird to me with that. I don't understand. I feel like they say you have control of how you throw the ball. I feel like you really kind of don't if they don't want you to complete the pass, or if they don't want you to, or if they want to intercept it. It's just weird. I don't know. I'm either doing something wrong or the AI is just fucked up. I don't know.
this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught by Hearns. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Second and 11. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll look to throw. He has Hyatt over the middle. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Like when stuff like that happens, like I don't even want to throw the ball. Like I don't know where to throw the ball. Like I'm pretty confident when I don't throw one, but when I throw an interception, it's like now what do I do? Where do I throw it? When an interception like that happens, where I'm pretty sure that wasn't the way I threw it. It just like the AI just had me throw it however they wanted me. Now I'm just like, okay, what's the AI gonna do? So I'm hesitant to throw passes. I don't know where the ball's gonna go. No idea. No idea. I don't want to use the new system. I think the new system's shit. I don't like it. I mean, so I use the classic system, but like,
so we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
I don't know. I don't know where it becomes like now. I'm not doubting myself on where I'm throwing the ball. I don't know where the AI is going to allow the ball to go. No idea. And I like to throw those. I like to throw out toward the sidelines. I always have. I like to throw toward the sidelines. I think that's a good way to throw the ball, especially with a guy with a good arm. But now,
it's in Cleveland. A big test there.
You know, these passes that I'm throwing, these routes where the defender, goes up and then like an outpost, they're beating their corners. I've got 2 yards on them. Why can my quarterback never complete those passes? Why?
And lastly,
why is it always so short I throw a pick? Why?
Between the New Orleans Saints,
it's that one specific pass. It goes 2 yards short and right to the defender every fucking time. It's annoying. Unless he's just 5 yards open, then that's a different story. But like in reality, it would just lob it over, boom, done.
These 2 teams running
like even that touchdown pass there, that was a bullet. If there was a defender there, that would have been picked.
For the call of the second half, let's go back to SoFi Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment.
And it's like, I don't know what happened with a patch or whatever, but I swear to God, everything's constantly fucking perfectly covered. Like everything. That's the first time I've called that play all game. I threw a slant for a touchdown, but it was on a different play. That's the first time I've called that specific play. They went back and covered it fucking flawlessly. I don't think I've ever called that play, actually. I'm not sure if I've ever run that play. That close to that far away from the end zone. I think it's the first time I've ever run that play. And he went back and he fucking covered it perfect. Not only that, the defenders, I'm telling you guys, the defenders react to the ball the minute it leaves the quarterback hands on the AI. With you, when you're playing, my guys are reacting after they catch it. Or the second that it hits their hands. That's when they react. I don't think that's fair. And what happens is, you get these games where you're scoring 40 points a game and you're throwing fucking 4 picks a game. It's just fucking, it's not a pleasant experience. It's fucking annoying. It's a fucking annoying. You know, your quarterback's throwing 30 fucking interceptions and 50 fucking touchdowns a year and 5,000 yards. It's fucking terrible.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tucker. That one a first down pickup of 8. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2nd and 9 now. For a right side pulled in by Mayer. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try.
You know, throwing with, okay, I gotta say something. Throwing with the left stick is so inconsistent because right there, I did exactly what I did on the left side when I threw that pick. So on the left side, if he's going out, right? If the receiver's running in a post to the corner, right? A corner post. So on the left side, I'm pushing up and left on the stick, and I'm tapping the button so I could try to maybe lob it in. Like lob it over the defender into my guy's hands. So what happened on that one play where I threw the pick, he fucking threw a straight bullet for some reason, right? I mean, it went right to the defender. I mean, there wasn't even a fucking question. It went right to him. It's like almost like magnetized the defender. So we knew that was going to be a fucking AI pick because Madden likes to control the game with turnovers. They have since day fucking one. That's the biggest flaw in this game. Is it instead of controlling the game with maybe knocking the ball down or having good coverage. Now this game, I think they've tried to do that a little bit, but it's always been games in this game is always, if you're going to play a close game, it's always controlled with turnovers. Always. Each fucking quarterback will throw 3 interceptions. It's just annoying. So on the right side, what just happened there was I did the same exact thing. You saw how off that ball was? Like, I don't know. There's no consistency in throwing the ball in this game. There's no consistency. When I throw the ball and I do a direction, I have no fucking clue where the ball's going to go. I know where I want it to go, where I think it might go, but I have no fucking clue where it's going. No clue. I'm telling you. I know I sound paranoid, but the AI controls this game. Period. It controls the game.
Or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Open man is Tucker. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert.
If I get lucky enough to get a touchdown here, I'm going to go for 2. I normally don't, but I think going for 2 is the play here.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play.
Yeah, and now I can't run the ball. They're stopping everything now. This is getting.
The short field shrinks even more with the type
of
those extra tight ends, they weren't able to
it's just annoying.
Ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up.
I was getting a field goal there regardless. I mean, the AI wasn't going to let me get a touchdown there. They just weren't letting it. They're covering everything too tight. This is going to be. I think this feels like a loss. This game feels like I'm going to lose it.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah. Guys, a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
I don't know what fucking kind of glitchy ass kick that was. This game's. I have a sinus headache, guys. I'm sorry, but this game's really annoying.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the outright. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Eckler, they run left side. Nifty move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end.
I mean, look at that. Like, don't you think the fucking, if I threw that ball, their defender would have already been turned around and waiting for the ball. That's what I'm talking about. Like, my players have no idea where the ball is until the other team catches it. And then they react. But if you throw the ball, when you throw the ball, I know I'm hitting the fucking dead horse here, but when you throw the ball, the AI reacts the second it comes out of the quarterback's hand. They react. That's why they're always standing there waiting for the ball. It's unfair.
Certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The kick by McManus is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I've thrown interceptions on my drag routes where the guy's going from the left to the right and the linebacker's covering, let's say, the tight end, and he's running with another player. He's running with it like a linebacker or something, running with another player. And the second I throw the ball, so his back's to the play, he has no idea what's going on. The second I throw the ball, they just turn around and stand there, put their hands up. Like they knew the ball was coming somehow with eyeballs in the back of their head.
As he's down at the 19. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll give this to Hubbard running right, and he is met in his...
Yeah, and they're obviously, when you do your halftime, when you do your halftime adjustments, they are obviously focusing on the run, and I still can barely complete passes. That's how frustrated, that's how I know I'm going to lose. They're focusing on the run, and I still can't complete a pass.
But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
I mean, every time I run the ball, they're right there. They're right there. I don't think I've broken a run past 5 yards in the second half yet. I know I haven't thrown a ton, but that's, run a ton, but that's why. Because they're just stopping everything.
It's nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Hey, I've hit that pass all day, third and 6. All of a sudden, I'm overthrowing it. I've not done anything different. I'm all of a sudden overthrowing the ball. It's like you're playing Monopoly with a 5-year-old. They're just making up the rules as they fucking go.
45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it in at the 22.
Or don't switch to the other player that's in front of him. Just keep it on that player so I can hit stick the guy out of the fucking the frame. Good job. This fucking game's just this game. They need to really rehaul it. They really need to say, fuck it. We're gonna take a year or two off and just redo this game. It's the same fucking game every year, and they do this shit. I know when I'm going to win games, and I know when I'm going to lose them. This game is a loss. It's written all over it. I'll probably end up throwing another pick on some fucking stupid little pass, or I won't be able to throw anything. I'll have to throw everything away. They have everything perfectly covered. You'll see. Look at this. I won't be able to stop this fucking guy. This game's annoying.
It'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. There's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. Now we get a stoppage because
all right, so Mr. Reliable's now hurt, which, now he'll be out for the game. They love to do that too. They love to take the players that they know that you can dump it down to and throw the ball to, and it will catch the ball. They love taking them right out of the game at the end. That's going to be the end of the game. Now my backup's not bad, but
they run once more.
There we go. Fuck yeah.
Get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Ooh, I'm glad I saw that at the last minute. I'm glad I saw that. I'm glad that fucking safety didn't come over that fast.
And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They started on the ground with Eckler. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And pressure coming. Got him once again. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
That was my fault. I actually thought that route was going to go deeper than it did. My fault.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers down by 4. 1:54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on it.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let me tell you, man, it is nice to have a 99 running back in a situation like this where I can just kind of just hand the ball off to him, and I know he can break a tackle or make a play or whatever, and I don't have to use my arm to throw the ball. I can just hand it off to him. It's beautiful. Like, I can just hit a field goal here, and the worst thing possibly that could happen is they tie it up, or you lose by some fluke. But
Chargers going to use their 3rd and
yeah, they're done. Chargers are done.
They'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Also, there's another thing I think Madden should do. Let's say you're at the end of the game like this and you kneel and there's no time left. The second you kneel, the game should just be over. They should just do like the end cutscene and just have it be over.
As the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds.
Like the next time when I do the QB kneel again at 40 seconds or whatever, the game should just be over at that point, because why make the players sit there and wait for? I know it's only 40 seconds, but I don't know. That's just me.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Raiders.
Boy, am I glad I won that. I thought I was going to lose that game. I thought I was going to see the screwed out of it, or they were going to have Herbert do some fucking magic, but that was a good game. That was a good game.
It really showed through in this one.
I think the next game, unless I play a really good running defense, I'm going to try to really control the clock more with running. I don't think I ran enough in this game.
A few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.